Hi everyone, welcome to Monica's Singapore Kitchen. Today I'll be making a traditional Korean side dish made from salted and fermented vegetables. It is then seasoned with chili powder, garlic, ginger and some sort of salted seafood. I will be making this kimchi with a twist, where the salted seafood comes in the form of a staple Nyonya condiment called Chinchalok. I will also pre-cut the cabbage into bite sizes so that you can serve it straight away without cutting. This saves time and encourages you to eat it more often. Come along with me to see how this kimchi is prepared. Here I have 2 kg of napa cabbage. If you do not have napa cabbage, you can use alternatives like green cabbage and a Savoy cabbage. Although for a classic traditional kimchi, napa cabbage is the best choice. So the first thing we need to do is to cut this cabbage longitudinally into quarters. Then we will remove the hard core and cut it into bite sizes. Do the same for the other cabbage, and eventually we'll land up with 2 basins of cabbage all cut. So we need to separate the leaves. Separating the leaves before salting allows for even seasoning, consistent texture, and efficient moisture removal. So we need to do this first, separating the leaves. Here I've got a half cup of salt, so I'm going to sprinkle a 1/4 cup over each basin of cabbage. I use fine salt, although the best salts for salting this cabbage are natural sea salts or kosher salt. So mix everything well. So now let's make the kimchi porridge. So for this we need the glutinous rice flour and 1½ cups of water. Add a little bit of water each time and stir. So at the moment there is no flame yet, there's no heat, so only turn on the heat when we have finished mixing the glutinous rice flour and the water. So we need to add this kimchi porridge as it functions as a binder for the seasonings and as a food source for the lactic acid bacteria responsible for fermentation. So then we stir and cook it over medium-low heat. So 5 minutes later, we'll turn it to low. So at this point, I have added 3 tablespoons of sugar, although it's not shown on the video because I think I switched off my video at that point and forgot to turn it on. So cook for a few more minutes until translucent and gummy. So remove from the flame and cool this kimchi porridge. So we need to blend. The next thing is to blend the following ingredients, namely the garlic, the minced ginger, big brown onions, Asian pear. I added this pear to provide natural sweetness and to tenderize the vegetable during fermentation. The fruit's natural sugars also help with the fermentation process. So put it in. It's an average size Asian pear, just cut into rough pieces. This is the fish sauce, about ½ cup. And we are going to blend this. So the texture after blending looks something like this. You can still see small pieces of pear, garlic, onions, etc. So I have another average size Asian pear. Here we are just cutting it into matchstick sizes, matchstick shape. It is to add natural sweetness and crunch to our kimchi. I also have 6 stalks of spring onions, so we're going to cut it on the diagonal at about 3 cm lengths. So I added this spring onions to create a bold and zesty flavor to our kimchi. So looks like we are ready to mix everything together, starting with our blended ingredients. Then our kimchi porridge. Now it has cooled nicely already. And this is the all-important Korean chili flakes or gochugaru. This is Chinchalok, a condiment enjoyed by Malays and the Nyonyas. It is made from fermented small shrimp or krill and salt, resulting in a salty and umami-packed flavor. Since this condiment is easy to find in supermarkets in Singapore and Malaysia, I use it in this recipe as a salted seafood component needed in kimchi making. So I added 3 heaping tablespoons of it. Then our pear and our cut spring onions. Mix everything thoroughly. So this will be our seasoning mix for our kimchi. So 1.5 hours later, we can see that plenty of water has been released in the salting process of our cabbage. The salting process is essential in drawing out the excess water to ensure that we do not end up with soggy kimchi. This process also flavors the cabbage and make it more pliable. Salting also encourages fermentation and acts as a preservative. So I washed it 4 rounds to remove any excess salt. So once the salt has done its job, as I said, wash it 4 times to get rid of the salt, otherwise our kimchi will be too salty. So on the 4th round, we'll give the kimchi a little bit of press to remove the excess water. It has a pleasant crunch, although it is tenderized and pliable. So it's very good. So now we are going to mix our cabbage with the seasoning mixture. Okay, so remember to wear a pair of gloves, as the chili powder can be some people are sensitive to the chili powder. So turn and toss it, and eventually it should look something like this. All the pieces of the cabbage are coated with the seasonings. You can taste it to adjust the level of spiciness, saltiness, sweetness, etc. So mine is, I think, so far so good. Yeah, so it's perfect. Okay, so now we can store our kimchi. So normally I store it in a plastic container. You can also store it in glass jars or ceramic pots. So press the kimchi down before storage to minimize air exposure and to keep the vegetables submerged under the brine to prevent spoilage and to ensure proper fermentation. Keep this kimchi in the refrigerator for slow fermentation. Transfer kimchi to smaller airtight containers as you use it to limit air exposure. Also press the kimchi pieces down to fully submerge them in their own juice to prevent spoilage. Always use clean utensils to remove kimchi and avoid opening the container frequently to reduce air exposure. If all these steps are taken, kimchi can last between 3 to 6 months in the refrigerator. Do give this recipe a try someday. It is cost-effective, packed with flavor, super easy, and not to mention packed with health benefits like probiotics. I like to enjoy my kimchi with a bowl of rice and a bowl of soup and top my kimchi with sesame seeds. So enjoy until we meet again in another video. Here is wishing you happiness always and happy cooking.